They say mirrors only show reflections, but mine showed me something that shouldn't exist, something that knew who I was before I even said my name. It started the week I moved into my new apartment, a small, quiet place on the edge of town, perfect for someone who wanted to start over. After the breakup, after quitting my job, I just needed silence. And for a few days, that's exactly what I got, until I found the mirror. It was in the hallway closet, hidden behind old coats and boxes, tall, old-fashioned, with carved wooden edges and tiny cracks running along the glass. The kind of thing you'd see in an antique shop or maybe a haunted house. I almost threw it out, but something stopped me. The way the light hit it, it looked almost alive. I cleaned it, set it against the wall in my bedroom, and went on with my day. That night, as I got ready for bed, I noticed something strange. My reflection blinked, a fraction of a second too late. I told myself it was just exhaustion. I'd been stressed, maybe even hallucinating a little. But when it happened again the next night, this time with a smile that wasn't mine, I knew it wasn't in my head. I stopped looking in the mirror for a few days, covered it with a blanket, avoided that corner of the room. But one evening, I came home late from work, and the blanket was on the floor. The mirror was uncovered, and written on the surface, in the condensation from my breath, were two words. Hello, Lily. No one else had a key to my apartment. No one called me by my full name, except my father. He'd died 5 years ago. My first instinct was to grab my phone and call someone, anyone. But who could I explain this to? So I did the only thing I could. I talked back. Who are you? I whispered. No answer. But the next morning when I woke up, the writing was gone, replaced with a faint outline of a handprint on the inside of the glass. Days passed. Every night I felt it watching me, not like an object, but like a person standing just behind the surface. And then came the voice, soft, familiar. Don't be afraid, Lily. I froze. I knew that voice. It was my father's, but it couldn't be. He was gone, buried miles away, his voice fading from my memory long ago. Yet, there it was, whispering from behind the glass. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. He spoke again. You need to listen to me. They lied to you. My father had been a scientist, a neuro-researcher, obsessed with consciousness and memory. Before he died, he'd been working on something he called the Reflection Project. I thought it was just a metaphor. Now, standing in front of that mirror, I wasn't so sure. The next night I asked him, what he meant. The reflection smiled again, but this time it was distorted, like my father's face, but younger. You were part of it too, Lily, it said. Don't you remember the tests? The machine? You looked into me when you were a child. A chill ran through my body. I did remember. Faint flashes of being in his lab, surrounded by mirrors and blinking lights. He'd told me it was a game, that I was helping him talk to thoughts. I didn't sleep that night. Instead, I started going through his old journals, and there it was, his handwriting, his notes. The mirror is not glass. It's a neural interface, a gateway between consciousness and reflection. The subject remembers. The mirror does too. The last entry. Subject. Lily. Connection stable, but risk of crossover increasing. Crossover. What did that mean? I didn't have to wait long to find out. The next evening, as I stared into the mirror, the reflection moved again, perfectly in sync until it didn't. It leaned closer. I didn't. And when it spoke, my lips stayed still. I can come through now, it whispered. The lights flickered. The air grew heavy. I backed away, heart pounding, but the reflection didn't move. It reached out from the inside. The surface rippled like water. A hand emerged, pale, cold, trembling. I screamed and stumbled backward. When I looked again, the mirror was cracked. The reflection was gone. That night, I slept with every light on. In the morning, I found a note on the floor. Same handwriting. It's not me in there anymore. Don't let her out. Her? I moved out that same week. But sometimes in dark hallways, I still see a flash of silver. And when I look too long, for just a second, the reflection still smiles first.